Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome class 4 in your today's lesson. I hope you all are doing good and having a good day. What we have read in last class is the reading and rephrasing of unit number 12. Although you people aren't done with the rephrasing and I was doing it for you. So let's do a quick recap of unit number 12 so that the ones who cannot understand it can understand it today. So okay, what was your unit number 12? Unit number 12, as you can see on the board, is named as communicating. Okay, what we have discussed about communicating is that it is exchange or sharing of information, thoughts, ideas, and your feelings with somebody else. Means you need a person to share it. And for example, if two people are talking to each other, they are sharing their ideas, they are sharing their views, they are sharing their you can say feelings and thoughts with each other. They are also the part of communication, and we can also consider it as a major aspect of communicating. If you are addressing a class, if you are addressing a hall, if you are addressing a specific kind of an audience, that is also a part of your communication skills. You will also call it as communicating. So I have also told you about there are two types of communicating. For example, if you remember that, I hope so that you remember the two types of communicating, that were verbal communication and non-verbal communication. So what was verbal communication? Let's first note down those previous kinds. Okay, so I hope so that you all remember what was verbal and what was non-verbal communication. Verbal communication was that when we talk to somebody, when we use our voice, when we use our kind of talking skills, that relies in the medium of verbal communication. And when we use the language of signs, our hand movements, eye movements, or any kind of body movement that is involved in the process of communication, that is involved in the process of talking or speaking to somebody else, that is also involved in making somebody understand the concept of what you are saying, that will rely under the medium of non-verbal communication. You can see here the two kinds, verbal and non-verbal communication. So these were, and also I have told you that verbal communication is used by the persons who cannot speak. They are disabled of the ability of speaking. Then we had a look at some things, you can say some kind of charts and notices that are given in your book. First we had a look at some electronic generated text. Most of the writing they had were informal. Then we had a look at, I hope you all remember, that was Tara's bedroom, no boys allowed. Do you remember? So it was a kind of a notice, a kind of an permission notice that was pasted on Tara's bedroom's board. Bedrooms, you can say bedrooms door. And then we saw some kind of a remembrance letter where different kinds of a task were given for a girl's mother, that she has to do that. Means the explanation of all these can be summed up as these all are the ways to communicate. By using all these ways, whether they are the electronic generated text, whether they are texts, whether they are handwritten letters, whether the communication is about non-verbal statements, when the communication is about verbal statements, when communication is about is being done with the help of texts, when communication is being done with the help of any kind of anything else that is, you can say, necessary for the people to talk in between, it is the method, or you can say the aspect of communication. So that was it for the recap. And if you all remember, I have assigned you a question for your homework, and that question was, how do the people send messages? So that means if there are a lot of the people around you, and you have to find out at least three to five ways of how people send you messages, and how you can even write on the topic that how people send each other messages. So that was your yesterday's task, and I hope you all are done with that. You can mention only the names of the ways how people send you messages, and then we will definitely gonna have a look at it once you get back to school. So for today, what we are going to do is to write words meaning of your previous lesson. I hope you can clearly see the board, and that verbal and non-verbal is not for you. I'm going to erase it, and then just take out your notebooks, I would suggest, and write the date 12th November on the top left corner of your notebook. Write homework in the middle and give heading unit number 12 communicating. You don't need to make brackets around communicating. Just make just write unit number 12 in first line and then communicating in the line below in which you are writing unit number 12, and also mention the day and the homework title in between, and then just make a line in between, a precise and a clean line. Use your rulers, not your hands. Don't make kind of abrupt and say the particular disangled lines. Use scale, and then give numberings. We will be writing at least 8 words today. They are very less than your previous lesson, and I hope you all can remember them very easily. Most of the words are from your daily kind of a vocabulary, or you can say the part of your daily communication, so that would not be very difficult for you to learn. And for today, these meanings are not the single word as we have done in the previous 2 lessons. These meanings are kind of explanations, the literal meanings, because the words are always already very easy. For example, if we take in consideration the word of communicating, the word is already very easy, so how it's better to explain, and the meaning would be kind of in a half line or a one line. So just don't need to get scared of the fact that, oh my god, the meaning is very long, how am I supposed to write it, how am I supposed to learn it. The literal meanings are very easy. I am writing the meanings on the boards along with the words just for your ease, and if you want to find it from your dictionaries, you can go for that. I would suggest you to have a look in your dictionaries and find the easiest possible meanings for you if you don't want to learn the ones I'm writing on the board. And if you want to learn the ones I'm writing on the board, it's better for you to note down the meanings along with the words in your notebooks and learn it by heart. Everyone with me? Okay, I hope so everyone with me. And just let's move on towards our today's task, that is of words meanings. Very good. Moving on everyone. First we will erase this verbal and non-verbal. It's interrupting our words. Okay. So the word number 1 for today is very easily. I'm also erasing these brackets here. You don't need to put down. This is your homework. Mention homework in the middle of your page. Okay. The first word we have here is communicating. What we have? Communicating. Come on everyone, come on for class. I would suggest all of you to note down all the meanings alongside me, so that you won't be left with any meaning. So what is the meaning of communicating? Anyone? Can you tell me what is the meaning of communicating? What is the meaning of communicating? Okay, I have told you in the last class that it is, you can say, sharing information. Sharing information. You can even write sharing information, ideas, thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever you want, but it would be very lengthy. If you will write sharing or exchanging information, that would be very enough for you. So you don't need to write the whole explanation of what would be the part of the information, what can be, can come in the dimension of information. You can only write sharing information. Okay. The second word we have here is ways. What is the second word? I'm sorry. You have to write this in small case letters. Okay. I hope you remember that you have to use small case letters for your starting word when you write in word meanings. And second we have is ways. W-A-Y-S. Ways. So ways, you can say methods. Ways means methods. Hurry up, note them down. Next we have is allowed. You can say permitted. Okay. The fourth word is we have here is instruction. Instructions. You can say directions. What is the meaning of instructions? That is directions. Hurry up, note them down. Hurry up, I will erase it. You have 2 minutes to note them down. Hurry up. Okay, I hope so that you all are done with this. Moving forward to our next word. The next word we have here is invitation. Okay, the word we have here is invitation. So invitation we can say a request for someone to invite. A request. You can say a request to invite somebody, to call somebody to a party, to join an event. Okay, a request to join any event. So now event can be of any kind of marriage ceremony, or you can say a death ceremony or a birthday party, or you can say any kind of a celebration, your school party, you came first and you threw a party for your family because of your celebration, and you can consider it as a piece of invitation. So what is invitation? Invitation is a request to join any event. Okay, you are requesting someone to join any kind of an event, any occasion. So that is basically an invitation. Okay, you can put this, you can give invitation in the form of verbal texts, and you can invite them verbally. You can send them a letter, you can send them a text, a voicemail. So invitation is basically also a part of communication. Okay, next we have is address. Okay, so the word address has basically two meanings. Address is basically, the address of your house, which we call as ghar ka pata, and the second meaning associated to address and associated to the context in which we are using the word address here is depends upon on the basis of communication. And in communication, the address means to speak to someone about a topic. To speak about a topic. You are addressing someone, that means you are talking to someone about a certain topic. Okay, so that is address. The next word we have here is greeting. What the word is? Greeting. So what is greeting? Greeting is basically, you can say, can come under the dimension of your basic manners too. Means when you say hi, hello to somebody, when you say bye to somebody, when you are asking how are you, assalamu alaikum, how are you, okay, have a good day, have a fine day, thank you, Allah hafiz, bye. These all comes under the dimension of greeting. So we can say greeting is a friendly word to welcome someone. Friendly welcome or see off. Means, okay, you are saying Assalamu alaikum when somebody enters in your class. You are standing for her, and that was the part of your manners. You are giving him or her a kind of a respect. So and you are saying Assalamu alaikum, hi, hello to that person. So that is a friendly word. You are saying hi, hello. It's a good word, no? So a friendly word to welcome or see off. See off means you are saying somebody bye. You are saying Allah Hafiz to someone. So that is also a part of your greeting. Now we have, I guess, yeah, that was your last word. The greeting was your last word, and you have to just note it down. I'm just adjusting the camera for you so that you can note down them easily. Okay, so yes, we are done with the words, and if you want, you can find the meanings of these specific words in your dictionary. It is not compulsory for any of you to follow and to stick to the same pattern I am using. If you can find a single word meaning in a dictionary, you can use it. I'm just writing it down to explain you so that you can be very clear with the words, and your communication and writing skills can get better after learning the literal meanings of these words. And I hope you all have learned what I have said. And now we will move towards the task of today. Okay, you are done with the first period of your homework, as I have asked you to write words meanings and as a homework. And now I'm giving you a second task of the day, that is to make sentences. I'm writing the words for you on the board so that you can make sentences of them on your own. As you all are clear with the words meaning, I hope so. The meaning of those specific words which I'm writing and writing down on the board, which I'm going to, and I hope so that you are clear with them. And now it's a task for you to make sentences of those specific words by keeping the meaning of these words in your minds. Okay, let's move on towards those words which you have to make sentences of. The first word we have here is very common in our chapter, and we have been discussing this word since 2 days. The first one we have here is communicating. The word is communicating. That's your word number 1. Your word number 2 is address. Word 3 is invitation. Word number 4 is you can say ways. And last but not least, I'm writing the word number 5th on the second side of the board, and the word number 5 is instructions. The word number 5 is instructions. So these are the words that I have written on the board. You have to make sentences of these words, and that is the task number 2 of the day. First you have to find out the meanings of those specific words that I have mentioned on the board, and then you have to make sentences of these specific words, these 5 words. The first one is communicating, the second one is address, the third is invitation, the 4 is ways, and the last word we have here is, in order for the purpose of sentence construction, is instructions. I hope you all are clear with these words and their specific meanings, and then you will do good and great in making sentences. Make sure to make a clean and a proper page. Mention date and day and the heading of homework in the middle, and just write unit number 12, communicating, make sentences, and then you will be giving the heading of words, draw a line in between, and then you will be making the sentences and give the heading of sentences over those sentences, and just to make sure that your words don't enter in the section of sentences and the sentences don't enter in the section of words. Just don't let them peep into their sections. So this is it for today. I hope you will do well with your given tasks, and I would suggest you to take care of yourself, stay in your houses, and stay safe, and Allah Hafiz. We'll meet in the next lesson.